Oh, you missed the time. And sorry about that. Welcome back to another episode of Ministry Truth. I am. There we go. Welcome back to another episode of Ministry Truth. I am your only host on this show, and you know what? It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Anyway, we've got a lot to go over today. Not really a lot. Going to go over a few things that I was watching the past couple days, and we'll see. We'll see what's going on in the world that I think we should probably know, or not really know, but I'm going to play it because I want to play it. Yo, OG, triple OG, yeah. All right, but feeling a little nostalgic again today. I don't know why. I go through the time hop and I see pictures of me and my buddies. So this is going to be a little bit of nostalgia for me, plus information for everyone else. All right. So if you haven't gotten your cup of coffee, god damn it, I just finished mine. Go get you one. I didn't eat breakfast yet, so you can. You can. Bagels are okay, as long as they're all everything and the salmon spread. Or you can do it like where they put the salmon spread and then they put a piece of salmon and they put another the top of the oh my god, and the capers. Don't know what capers are, but yeah, they're there. But anyway, let me stop talking while you guys go get your shit and we get in the mood. The mood. I'll return. Nostalgia time.
I'm just here for clickbait.
Whoa! Oh, guys, this.
Being gay is wrong, but you fuck mailbox. And I could give a fuck if it makes you mad, cause I'm wiping my ass with your bitch ass flag. Yeah, I'm feeling free as fuck, reppin' red, white, and blue. I got freedom, tits, guns, fucking bacon, and booze.
I would totally show some guns, but apparently you can't do that on YouTube Lives. I don't know. I might be able to. I'm not gonna test it. Anyway. By the way, those soldiers that got killed in Syria, the National Guardmen, ISIS. Islamic State in Syria. Then you had ISIL, Islamic State in Libya. Or is it Liberia? Libya. Then we had ISIS-K. Right, now I'm done.
Hey guys, like all ISIS isn't bad. Fuck you! Task Force has you till the last gun is fired. You can run, bitch, but you only die tired. You trying to spread fear, you a criminal no more. 72 virgins will never be yours. Loading up the birds, yeah, we're coming for you. We're talking freedom, nothing fighters, rockin' red, white, and blue. A couple mini guns and some shorty and force. Gonna shove this middle finger right up your What's up, guys? Hope you enjoyed the video.
No. Woo! Gets that blood flowing. I used to play that every morning in Afghanistan on my last deployment. Oh, shit. I didn't realize I put 2 segments back to back. Well, since the music's over and everybody's got their coffee, your food, your bagel, your leftover Chinese food, cat cat dog.
Hey babe, does this couch pull out?
Yeah, it pulls out.
I know why I'm feeling a little nostalgic. Going through my time hop, and one of my buddies that we deployed 2-3 times together passed away sometime last year, and his face came across my time hop. And then a bunch of other military memories. It makes me nostalgic. I did it for 20 years. It's kind of hard to forget it.
But I don't.
This is veteran
Yeah, so
humor.
the Air Force offered
This
me
is
paramedic,
why.
but
This is why my humor probably doesn't fit in certain community, because we joke about everything. We call people every name in the book, but we don't mean it. I mean, you can tell when we mean it. Typically, we don't. Or term of endearment, like we call each other faggot, but that's really not because we're gay. It's because it was a term endearment. Like every morning, good morning, Sergeant. I'd be like, fuck you. And then that was me saying good morning.
the Army said they'd get me into the Paralympics. You got that going for you. Yeah, I do.
Since the pussification of the American man is ever prevalent these days, today we're going to show you how to be a man.
The fuck does a dude in a skirt know about being a man?
It's a tactical.
Fucking tactical.
Damn, you're on that next level 5'11" shit. Yeah, we need to teach some of these fucking virgins how to be a man so their girlfriends stop PMing me on Facebook.
Yeah. So here's how to be a man.
Listen up.
Shaving's pretty cool. If you like terrorism and Jesse Ventura.
Right?
You need a trim though. As a man, protein's a staple part of your diet. Fuck lettuce. I
Fucking medic.
hate doing pull-ups because they give me these calluses.
Bro,
I don't do
I'm going to tell you. He did a lot of pull-ups. Dude, those calluses were great. But I remember I was in Afghanistan. It was an outdoor gym. And I was like, hey, let's do some pull-ups. So, me being me, because, I did the pull-ups. My fucking blisters, the calluses, peeled off and blisterish. It was fucking painful and gross. So I put gloves on next time. For about a week.
Who wants to work out?
Man the fuck up!
There's nothing a man can't fix. Hey baby, flush the toilet! Fuck it.
Hey babe, can you clear this for me?
Guns are scary.
Faggot.
I think
No,
we
this
should
guy
both
is a
date
legit
other
faggot.
men.
Oh, yep, I'll even tell you.
Scary.
I think we should both date other men.
Shine bright like a diamond. God, this is exactly what I fucking needed.
This is what your bathroom should look like if you're a fucking woman.
Bro, what the fuck?
Rise and five!
And tries?
Time to get our man on!
Hey Mel, how do 5 douchebags walk?
In one direction.
Whoa, bro, you alright?
A real man loves his woman every day of the month.
Oh, you've earned your Red Wings.
Only
Smells
one.
like iron.
We taking
Only one.
shopping today?
Wait, I got this.
I like the pink, but it's not really my color.
Fine,
Alright.
fine. Next.
I'm thinking something more feisty. I got you.
Not feisty, man. Sorry, fuck!
I'm so glad Matt got a better look than me.
Stop! Fuck this! Fuck!
Yo, I used to do this shit to people all the time.
Sorry, fuck!
No! Stop! Fuck this! Fuck!
Bro, I tell you, that's so amazing. It's fun to do. So you go up to a random, your buddies, just lick the finger, and you're literally right there in their fucking face. And then they know when you shove your finger in the mouth to assert dominance. Just like if, when my wife yawns, when she yawns, especially when we're driving, she thinks I'm not paying attention, then I shove my finger in her mouth. That's how you assert dominance.
Wait, I've got it.
America.
Hey, bro. They said not to drink the local water.
I've been to Iraq and Afghanistan. You think I care?
Guilty.
How's it going for you in there, bro?
Fuck you!
As a man, it's important to perpetuate the fallacy that there's
Nice.
an actual thing called platonic friends. Fucking worst dominoes ever.
Matt went out with his guy friends again.
That asshole. At least you got your best friend here. You want some wine? Vodka? You just need a hug.
That's about right.
We're so platonic.
Now you tell that girl I don't need to go overseas a trip abroad, and I damn sure don't need to be a magician to fuck a trick up. Woo! Now, as a man, the only baby shower you should be attending is the one on your girlfriend's face. I'm talking semen. Now, usually as a man, you fucking name your guns. I call this one the Freedom Blaster. La Migra, wrong move, motherfucker.
We got Brownie.
Bigger than your mom's dildo. And
Got
of course,
Dirty.
Tupac.
As a man, it's
got-
important to plant the
what's the
seed
little one
and then butt fuck the plant.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know, but it gets the point.
You should make a video on how to be a woman.
It would take like 10 seconds.
I'm not crazy. I'm hormonal, okay? Come here. And where the fuck is my model?
Tim is such an asshole.
No, right?
So how the fuck does he end this shit? Something like fucking...
Nah.
Thanks for watching the video.
Subscribe if you want some more.
No, okay. Now let's get serious. This came across
Disturbing story
my
out of
my timeline, not timeline, what do you call it, your homepage? And I was like, wait a second, this is Tennessee, and this guy married a teenager? I realize in some states it may be legal, but that's still gross. 16, 17.
Pulaski in Giles County tonight, where a
I
16
mean, granted, I did graduate high school months before I turned 18. What's up, Yeti?
man is arrested and charged with aggravated statutory rape involving a 16-year-old girl.
Andy Cordan has been investigating. He joins us now for the details. Andy.
Hey there, ladies. You know, according to investigators, Michael Holly married the 16-year-old in Alabama with her parents' permission. Now, that might...
I told you that shit's actually illegal in Alabama, as long as they have parent permission. I don't know if they changed the age, but it was 13 at one time.
be legal in the Yellowhammer State, but it's become a very serious sex crime here in Tennessee. This is the scene on K Drive in Pulaski this past Thursday. It's here
Hey, what's up,
after
Dominique?
a 2-month-long investigation that Pulaski police take 62-year-old Michael D. Holly into custody.
We had some complaints from some concerned citizens about this individual and this relationship.
According to investigators, Michael Holly is a grandfather who met his 16-year-old bride at a local musical venue. So the 16
So he picked a kid. She's a kid that's old enough to be his granddaughter. That's fucking wild. Fuck you, Dom. Fuck you.
16-year-old you allege was here in Tennessee and living with him at his house?
Yes, sir.
And the 16-year-old's parents condoned this?
As far as I know, yes, sir, they were.
Investigators tell me they began receiving concerned tips from
I mean,
the
look at this
public
dude's face.
after
He looks
Holly
like a
married the
straight-up
16-year-old
pedophile.
girl in Alabama, where the standard legal age to marry someone is 18, but exceptions can be made with parental consent. Do they look at any kind of repercussions, the parents of the 16-year-old girl, for authorizing this or condoning this?
That's something I'm going to be speaking with the district attorney about, and we're going to still be looking into.
While the union may not be illegal in Alabama, detectives say the minute Michael Holly and his teenage bride began living together as man and wife in Giles County, he was committing a serious felony.
Different states have different laws, and here in Tennessee, you cannot have a sexual relationship with a juvenile with
Hell
that
yeah.
type of age gap.
Detective Jordan Ramsey has spoken to all parties involved. While she will not disclose investigative
Where's that
details,
scale?
she tells me neither Mr. Holly nor the girl's parents agree with the charges. Did he say anything? Like, I'm sorry, or did he say anything?
Like I said, we had a lengthy interview with him. I think he doesn't really understand all what he's done.
Did the parents of this girl say anything?
I did interview both of them. They are more concerned with the relationship of him and her and why he's in trouble.
Oh, they're questioning why he's even in trouble?
Correct.
And Mr. Holly was arrested and posted a $250,000 bond. Now I'm told the girl is currently living back with her parents. Send it back to you guys.
So you heard it, the parents and the fucking
So the FBI
old man, they still think they did nothing wrong. If my kid at 16 was like, hey, can I get married to this old man? I'd be like, who is this old man? And I need you to go up to your room. And then that old man would disappear. Disappear. Such a fucking shame. Now we're going to head back to, we're going to talk about the, what the fuck is her name? Some like little faggot socialist name over in California, who, like I said, they're going to plan a New Year's Eve bombing. I really don't know where yet, but I know one of them is supposed to be in Louisiana.
arresting 4 alleged members of a far-left, pro-Palestinian, anti-government, and anti-capitalist group accused of plotting New Year's Eve bombings, targeting at least 5 separate locations across Los Angeles.
So if they're anti-capitalist, where do they get the money to buy these weapons and equipment to make bombs?
Assistant U.S. Attorney for the Central District of California, Bill Asaley, joins us now. Bill, thanks so much for joining the program. A great operation by the men and women of the United States government. Tell us about the plans of these terrorists. Who are they going after?
Yeah, I mean, as you said, this is an anti-government, that you call them communists or anti-capitalists. So they had a plan on New Year's Eve to attack at least 5 locations throughout Southern California and Los Angeles and Orange County. They wanted to start with logistic warehouses. Think like...
Yo, they're in California. It's one of the biggest. It's a huge fucking socialist state. So why would they want to bomb their own people?
Amazon-type facilities, really strike at the heart of commerce. And from there, they had plans to also attack ICE agents and ICE vehicles to dissuade them from doing immigration enforcement. So they had various ambitions, but what is unique to them is they do encourage political violence and they discourage peaceful...
Oh, I thought the left wasn't violent.
So I want to show our audience a few things right now. This is the testing site that, you know, they planned this and coordinated, and they actually had... And you guys were able to surveillance this for a period of time. They also had these signs that really show a cross-reference of what they believe. They're anti-ICE, anti-police, pro-Palestinian. So let's talk
Turtle
about
Island, there you go.
here.
Turtle Island Liberation Front.
What group would you say they are a part? Are they just far left? Are they anarchists? Are they Antifa? Who are they?
That's
you know, when they're that congressman was like, where's Antifa headquartered? Where are they based out of? Well, these guys have Antifa ideologies, so they're not really based out of anywhere, right? These guys were in California, and the one I'm going to show you next is from Louisiana.
Particular group is part of an organization.
You know, I always hate how when you see badges, look how it's the Star of David. Don't forget, we have NYPD in Israel.
Island Liberation Front. Turtle Island is what some Native Americans refer to as North America. And they were a subgroup of that group. They called themselves the Black Lotus. But regardless of what you call them, they share the hallmarks of Antifa. They are far left, pro-violent political organization. They have political aims, and they're going to use violence to get there. And this investigation, I can confidently say, was triggered as a result of the president's executive order in 2025 of September and the Attorney General's memo directing the federal government to move its resources and start looking at these groups. And that's how we discovered this group, and we were able to get an FBI undercover agent in the group so we can actually see the communications and I wonder,
how did they know? Did they get tipped off? Was there an informant that they were, you know, getting supplies from the government, you know, the FBI? Huh. How do they know? Is it because of mass surveillance we have in this country? Think about it. You can be a mass shooter and they'll find you by your phone. Well, then again, they can't find the Brown shooter because they don't want to find the Brown shooter. Brown University. They tried to blame it on a fucking army vet at first.
With them when they were preparing for that New Year's Eve attack, and then we arrested them at that time in the desert.
So, Bill, when I look at this crime scene that you guys have of all this evidence, you see these explosives, you see all these, this is tough stuff. You see IED stuff, you see attack plans, you see tested devices, encrypted messages.
One of the things that worries me is if they're planning this and they're doing like little IEDs, what if they create the vehicle-borne IEDs, turn a fucking giant car into a giant bomb? Or even a fucking Ryder truck. Look what happens when you park a Ryder truck in front of the Earl... I don't remember the name of it now. In OKC. It's a federal building.
You know, it's interesting. They have these silly names. They may look silly, but they're deadly serious, and they're very sophisticated. They had written plans on how to build the pipe bombs. They were using encrypted apps. They were discussing sort of espionage techniques of how they could avert detection and avoid the FBI scrutiny.
Obviously, that didn't work.
I think these groups, they speak in chat rooms, they speak in encrypted applications, and they share information, and they're much more sophisticated than people want to believe or that people think. And
why doesn't this guy have a name? Why doesn't this fucker right here have a name? Interesting.
And again, the name sounds silly, but they are deadly serious.
Bill, I hate to do this because I don't want to compromise your investigation, but I think the public needs to be alert to this. Are we seeing more of these type of groups? Because I already know in my home state of Texas, you guys got that trans group that was trying to assassinate ICE agents, and they were planning shooting drills and all of that. So this sounds like the same type of group. Are there more across the country, not just within your district?
You know what's scary, Lawrence, is I don't think the FBI before this administration was really looking. So I don't know that we really know. And there were lots of shootings, there were school shootings, and we all speculate about what their motives are. I will say now we are laser focused at finding these groups, infiltrating these groups, and taking them down. So of course it's impossible to know, but you can be assured that we have the full resources.
Yo, FBI. I got you. Let me infiltrate. I'm already anti-government. Now, if you live in the great state of Louisiana, well, I would say great state, but there's parts that really suck, like Leesville. Yeah, don't live in Leesville. What was next to Leesville where I lived? Oh my God. Because you had Leesville, Polk, and then further down you had another town. I can't really remember. And I fucking lived there. Anyway, back to Louisiana.
Suspect tied to a group planning a New Year's Eve terror attack in California.
And court documents revealed today.
You know, you didn't see this guy's picture? This guy's picture wasn't in the last story.
Show Micah James Legnon was also planning an attack here in New Orleans. WDSG reporter Alyssa Gomez live downtown. Alyssa, who was he targeting?
Yeah, Gina Travers, the FBI says that.
If California said there was only 4, and they're claiming this guy was linked to the group in California, that means they're everywhere. That means they're hiding right now, and they're waiting.
Legnon was planning on targeting federal agents in New Orleans and that they stopped Legnon while on the way here. On my way to NOLA now, be there in about 2 hours. That's the message Legnon sent to his Signal group chat with guns, gas canisters, and body armor loaded in a car. Criminal complaint documents reveal new details behind Legnon's plan, most of it communicated through encrypted messages.
Anything online is trackable, traceable for a reason.
IT expert Larry Lavallee says that even with encrypted messaging, ethical hackers are able to access information, including credible threats.
Then they're not ethical hackers.
Devices that software was sitting on that may have been an outdated iPhone, an outdated.
ethical hackers are hacking into our systems. That wouldn't be an ethical hacker if they're stealing information. All right.
Android, a computer that maybe needed security updates. And so
Credible threats.
we don't know what devices that software was sitting on that may have been an outdated iPhone, an outdated Android, a computer that maybe needed security updates. And so those things, those tangible things are easy to compromise and hack.
Messages also reveal Legnon had an extensive military background as a Marine and planned to train others in the Turtle Island Liberation Front.
A Marine? Bro. The few, the proud, the fat.
Front in combat shooting. The FBI says that while executing a search warrant, they found sniper and SWAT training manuals, as well as assault rifles and multiple rounds of ammunition. Legnon now faces federal commerce charges, but a former federal criminal prosecutor says Legnon could face even more time behind bars.
At the high end, it's 20 plus years. I would anticipate that as this case continues to be ferreted out, they get more information, maybe they have more cooperating witnesses, or there's more information that develops from it, or maybe he admits to other stuff, that additional charges could be filed, in which case that would likely enhance whatever sentence he has.
And Attorney General Liz Muriel weighed in on the arrest, saying in part, quote, that she finds it disturbing, and that also, even though the FBI is leading the investigation, if state charges can be filed, they will be. Live in New Orleans, Alyssa Gomez, WDSU.
Like I said, they were doing the 5 spots in California, Louisiana. They could literally be, I don't know,
Erica is
in Nashville. They could be in New York. Well, no, obviously New York City is probably the biggest target. Charlotte because of ICE. Not Minneapolis. By God, they're not going to mess with Minneapolis. They don't want jihad. Oh, wait. We've already got one. We've already got one. But we're going to focus off that. And I really don't like circling back to, Charlie Kirk and his wife and all this. But found this as an exception because she did a town hall meeting and I don't know what they were thinking, but they were trying to get her. I'll let you watch.
You know, the last person that Charlie ever spoke to
Still don't trust Erica.
was a Utah Valley student named Hunter Kozak. He was asking Charlie a question that day when he was shot, and he's here tonight, and he wants to ask you a question.
Let's stop there. What was the last question he asked? What point was he trying to make? Let's go back and see.
So do you know how many transgender Americans have been mass shooters over the last 10 years?
Too many.
It's 5. Okay, now 5 is a lot, right? I'm gonna give you some credit. Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
And then he was shot. So you see, Hunter was trying to make a point that transgenders, and maybe the left as a whole, are not violent. And as he was saying that, the man in front of him was murdered. This is something that was not lost on him.
People have obviously pointed to the irony that I was...
Wait, if he's not a student, then why was he... Well, never mind. It was Turning Point, so that's probably why.
Trying to make is how peaceful the left was. Right before he got shot. And that only makes sense if we stay peaceful. And as much as I disagree with Charlie Kirk, I'm on the record for how much I disagree with Charlie Kirk, but man, dude, he is still a human being. Have we forgotten that?
You might think that being right here while a man is murdered in front of your eyes, proving you wrong in the process, would be traumatic and at least cause you to question where you stand in your beliefs. But when this is what your family room looks like, can we really expect you to ever change? So when he came face to face with the wife of the man he watched die feet from him, we shouldn't expect a confession on how the moment changed him or heartfelt sympathy to how her family is ruined forever. No, we should instead expect a pathetic and disgusting attempt to bait the woman taking over for her husband into condemning Donald Trump.
Hi there. Erica, I want to tell you how much I appreciate your calls for peace and unity. And I'm likewise horrified by the people in my so-called camp who were cheering about Charlie's murder. I believe that they stoke the flames of violence. But even worse is when powerful, influential people on either side of the aisle stoke the flames. When they do it, the flames can become an inferno. And this leads me to Donald Trump, the most powerful and influential person on earth, who has more responsibility than anyone else to put the flames out.
All he is trying to do is regurgitate the leftist talking point that both sides are responsible.
Just last month, President Trump called on 6 Democratic lawmakers to be tried for sedition, which he clarified was punishable by death. He then reposted a
The
simple...
maximum punishment is death. I mean, you guys don't seem to mind it when they do that in drug ads. The punishment is death. Not they can get 10 to 15 years, but the maximum punishment is death. How fucking hard is that to understand?
Message. Hang them. I think that you've been making strides to bring peace to our country, and that Turning Point has been asking Democrats to decry the individuals who cheer for violence. I have and will continue to decry them. But any good faith effort to stop political violence must hold both parties to the same standard and expectation. So in that spirit, will you condemn the violent rhetoric of Donald Trump, the most powerful and influential person on earth?
Please, Erica, take this false equivalency and condemn the president. Please. I want to ensure the complete destruction of everything you and your husband stand for. Condemn him.
No, I will never agree with political violence. My husband is a victim of it. I'm a victim of it. But what I'm trying to say here is that we can blame everyone else. We have to look in the mirror when you become a father, when you become a mother. How are you raising your kids?
Or in April when they come.
Are you taking responsibility, or are you giving them a device and saying, go down that rabbit hole? So my call to action from that is parents step up. Do you want your kid to be a thought leader or an assassin?
Both.
That's where we're at.
Do you think our political leaders have a responsibility to turn the temperature down right now?
Are you sure you don't want to condemn the president right now? Please, we'd really like to get you saying something bad about the president so we can use it against him and further divide the right in this country. These people are so manipulative. Get them out of my face.
They set Eric up when they called that guy up.
That far.
So we're going to talk about
piece of writing.
But today, I think this segment and another one later. Why is it being stupid? Yeah, we'll do this. I smell like Irish Spring and beard oil. Oddly enough, I never smell like weed, though, which is weird. So, apparently Animal Farm was remade, and it was remade by Seth Rogen, who just, just happens to be a Jew. And, well, let's continue.
For that, young Americans, 18 to 29, they're becoming far more warm-hearted towards socialism, negative on capitalism. So positivity toward the idea of capitalism as a system, only 50%. Socialism, 62%. Communism, 32%.
Well, that's strange.
And it's always those who haven't lived it. Ask Cuban migrants what they think. Ask people who fled the USSR. Ask them what they think. So this brings us to Animal Farm, a piece of literature that was rabidly anti-authoritarian. So,
I'm not gonna lie though, since I was like 18 or 19, if a chick really wanted my attention, bro, Tommy Girl. I don't know why. Tommy Girl is just one of those scents that just like, all right, Little Mahogany, what's up, girl?
Socialist, communist, versus the film that's being made now, and this is how we find ourselves to be the frog in the boiling water. Constant propaganda. It's time for Then and Now.
Yeti knows.
Okay, so let's go back to then Animal Farm, original from Orwell. It was basically an allegory for the Russian Revolution. The old major was Karl Marx, Snowball was Trotsky, Napoleon was Stalin, and basically it's a story in which the animals take over the farm only for that revolution to give way to complete totalitarianism. And I know you're going to have some people out there who either went to college or since they're grasping at straws for some relevant example of socialism working, and they'll say, well, Orwell, Catalonia, and anarcho-syndicalism. Shut up.
We've dealt with it before.
We've dealt with it before. It's ridiculous. It just broke down into warring factions, and it lasted about 2.5 years, okay? And this is shorthand. Let's go to
cool water in the blue bottle.
This is what's funny when people get mad about cultural appropriation.
Blue, right?
Do we have a problem with taking a famous piece of writing, taking its original intent, and using it to convey the exact opposite? Like, how is that not a problem? How is that not a slap in the face to the legacy of Orwell?
Yeah, how do you not feel like you're disrespecting him?
Right.
It's the same man who writes 1984, which is about doing exactly this.
Yes, exactly this. That's a very good point.
And then they put on they call it a cautionary tale.
Yes.
By the way, we'll see the trailer later, but you'll notice a cautionary tale.
Yeah, cautionary tale. Well, okay, originally it was a cautionary tale against this idea of communism.
Thinking Hugo Boss. There was one dude when I was in high school. He literally bathed in that shit.
This socialist revolution that almost always, it leads to worse.
That you'll have a revolution based on that communist or socialistic ideas, and it just kind of veils it for being.
And then you'll end up creating a worse monster than you were fighting. So the movie now is actually, instead of a critique of socialism and big overreaching government, about capitalism and businesses. So remember you had the general was Marx, and we just talked about how Snowball was Trotsky and Stalin. Well, now the big villain is Elon Musk's mom.
But in the end, Tommy Girl will always get me. Just saying. There's something about it. Maybe they have weird chemicals in it. I actually wear Burberry Brit.
And it's so on the nose that they basically have Cybertruck Lamborghinis.
Wow. Oh, cool.
And in case you were not fully clear or convinced, Andy Serkis, a guy famous for playing someone who lives in a cave, he said that this film was specifically adapted for modern audiences and that they found a way to wedge politics in there, antithetical to Orwell's original intent.
I can see why it connected with you, but why was it so important over 10 years in the making for you to say, got to do this?
Because it couldn't be more relevant than today, and history repeats itself. And although Orwell was writing about totalitarianism in particularly in Russia in 1945, 1946, this book holds up as an incredible distillation of what it is to be oppressive, what it is to face authoritarianism. But what we've done is we've contemporized it, and we wanted to make it for, there hadn't been a retelling of this that really connects with a modern audience. So we wanted to, we've couched it in such a way that it.
My wife used to wear it. It was one of the curve scents. I just can't remember what it was now. But she used to wear that all the time, and I was like, yep. We can do that.
Feels like a family film, but the themes, the darker themes are all there. They're all present. All the Orwellian, nature of it is incredibly powerfully sort of under the surface. But we've smuggled the politics in so that it's a debate that can be opened up between young people and families and old. It's really watchable by everyone from 8 to 80.
Yeah, this is in a long line of perverse remakes. Not to be outdone, an Indian production company is remaking The Grapes of Wrath. Here's the finale. Anybody who's read Grapes of Wrath, you know how it ends. Comment below. Like, I was shocked.
I didn't.
I wanted to make sure that I didn't get this wrong. The film is produced by the American company Angel Studios. And Angel Studios, Gerald, they produce...
I think at the beginning they were part of the team that did Chosen.
Chosen, right?
They split.
Did a lot of Christian stuff.
Yeah.
You guys see, when we talk about the problem with the modern church, hey, if you guys are helping to produce what is effectively pro-communist, which, by the way, seeks to completely destroy everything Christians hold dear, the nuclear family, the idea of a godly society. Hey, if Christians aren't standing guard and protecting children against this kind of propaganda, but actually helping produce it, what value do you serve as Christian men? I mean, this is a film that was so anti-communist. It was banned in the Soviet Union until its fall in '91, and even then, it's still frowned upon by quite a few people.
I think the head people behind. Oh, this is just going to feed right into it.
Oh, The Chosen.
No, Angel
Sorry,
Studios.
the Angel Studios, not The Chosen.
They're not a part of the Chosen.
No. There was a split.
They're Jewish.
They're Jewish.
Yes.
Oh, Angel Studios, the ones who helped create the Jesus thing, were.
And I'm not saying that to say anything. I'm just saying you said Christian men, and I'm like, well, technically, no.
So it was.
I believe
it was more so capitalizing on a Christian audience.
Jewish filmmaker releasing a propaganda film on Angel Studios platform. I like Animal Farm. I think this is going to ruin it. You know what? I might find an Animal Farm and play it on Rumble. Because I think I already did that before. I know I did 1984 with Donald Pleasance.
Yeah. It was more so.
Angel is distributing. Well, no, that's what we're saying. Angel is distributing the film. So yeah, I understand.
Yeah, they're helping to distribute it as opposed to producing it.
As opposed to producing.
Yeah, look at his shirt.
So yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, we said produce. We meant to distribute.
100% agree. But Lethal Weapon 1 came on TV the other day, and guess what? It's a fucking Christmas movie. It literally starts with Jingle Bells.
So
not me.
I would say this.
Okay, well that's fair. Okay, but at least my name's
all Christians in this country. Anything that has anything to do with Angel Studios, cross it off your list. Don't care if they release an app that has some nice Bible stories for your kids. No more Angel Studios. I'll tell you, to me, that's worse than Netflix.
Netflix,
because at least you know that Netflix is going to have cuties and dear white people.
Not cuties.
Angel Studios is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Yes, Noodles.
They have. I'm 99% sure, and research can fact check me on that. But
Netflix
they have
with that cutie thing, I dropped them, unsubscribed everything. But my daughter, she signed up for a family plan, and I'm not going to say no to that.
Upcoming movie about David and Goliath.
It's releasing.
I was looking forward to that with my kids. So now I hope other people are seeing this. And
if you watch it, you're fired.
Notice.
You're fired. People say you can't do that. Well, yes, we do.
Yeah, you can.
We do. Anyone who pays money for anything from Angel Studios until they reverse course.
I still need to go watch Zootopia too.
And pay some kind of restitution. I don't know how much community service needs to be done. They are not your friends, Christian America. And in case you were doubting it, by the way, if you want to join Mug Club, join Rumble Premium, click that button.
That's the only part I want to talk about. Now,
Still being aggressive.
we're going to watch a video. So you guys know First Amendment auditors, right? I like to call them frauditors sometimes. Because they're all, I'm just filming a government official in his duties. Sometimes they're not filming just government officials. Sometimes they're in post offices. Sometimes they go into courtrooms. Sometimes they go into health clinics, which is completely illegal. Cordova versus... Oh, shit. I used to know it right off the top of my head. But it's Cordova versus somebody. And saying you cannot film in medical clinics.
Let's get started.
Hello, everybody. Great to see you. Can we just all stand up and give a quick clap and a round of applause to the best mayor and the best...
Why would I judge you, Dominique? Basically, I want to watch it, but only for the Z-Bros.
City Council I have ever seen. They are the best. I'm the best.
They need a better camera.
Thank you. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing.
My daughter was going to take me to see
Well, I do
Zootopia
know
yesterday,
that,
but I didn't.
Unfortunately, there is at least one city council member here today. And I'm sorry, Mayor Hart. I guess the people have spoke, and you will be replaced. However, there is good news, ladies and gentlemen, and I will share with you. So, a couple years ago, just a couple of years ago, I was arrested for free speech. Hey, keep it down, John. This is about you.
So for those who aren't familiar with Grandma over here, so this guy is a veteran, so he did serve his country, which is great, but unfortunately when he came back, he decided to be a frauditor. Now what he does is he puts on a wig and he tries to do a little bit of a comedy show. Unfortunately, most of his jokes fall extremely flat. And recently,
Hey,
well,
Dominic.
not so recently, a few years ago,
Bro, I
he got
remember that
arrested,
when
and I think he
I
had
was growing up, we had a video recorder. The thing was huge, like something you would see on TV. You hold it on your shoulder looking through the thing. And now I can film with this little thing. It's crazy. And it had the whole cassette tape and everything. And then, you know, they got that really small Sony one with the open screen. I had that one too.
to do a few months in jail. So that's why he's pretty tilted about that. And now it looks like he's about to get arrested again.
So, John Childs right here, he hates our rights. I am a disabled combat veteran.
Hey, me too.
And every time I come up here and speak of my First Amendment rights, it's always John Childs that runs and cowers like a little rat. John was on my jury. John was on my jury. You want to violate my rights? You want to violate my rights? I don't care. Are you going to arrest me? Yes or no? Will you arrest me? I will only leave under threat of arrest. You are violating my rights, all of you. How dare you? Brave men and women fought and died for these rights, which you are trying to violate from me right now. Yeah, everybody knows. Bunch of rats, John. So, John,
hey, where y'all going?
You shut up, little boy. You shut up, little boy.
So on one hand, I will agree that right now what he's doing is expressing his First Amendment right. He goes to a public meeting and he speaks his mind. That's 100% true. But at the same time, I don't think that he's actually intending to have communication with the government. It's more about making a spectacle for his YouTube channel.
And the grift.
He wants to be as loud as possible, insult as many people as possible. So I am a little bit conflicted on
Frauditor
this one.
communities,
Now,
they fucking grift
now
him. People
he's
just
gone
keep sending them
completely
money.
overboard, so they're going to drag his ass out.
Shit.
But if he just...
Now that I think about that, frauditors grift. Homeless people grift. It's just wild, right?
Went up there and spoke his mind, even if it's something they don't want to hear, but said it in a normal way without all these theatrics, I don't think they would have gotten rid of him.
You watch your mouth. You're speaking to a man. You okay? Yeah, I'm trying to exercise my First Amendment rights.
Who'd you serve with?
173rd. It's on my hat.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
173rd out of Italy?
Where'd you go?
Airborne. Twice.
Appreciate you for service, man.
Well, thank you. I'm here to stand up for our rights, and these people do not like it, especially that cop right there. And yeah, whatever his name. Clearly, he's not a good guy if he's trying to violate my rights.
I understand.
You know how many men and women fought and died for these rights? And this guy right here wants to violate it?
There's no rights being violated.
Yes, it is. This is my right to speak.
Dude, your camera sucks.
It's the First
ass.
Amendment. I'm only leaving under threat of arrest.
So I find this really interesting. This is not your usual frauditor video, because usually when frauditors say you're violating my rights, they're in a post office trying to harass everybody in sight. This guy is not in a post office right now. He's trying to speak his mind, but he's being a little extra. So I'm going to say that he's
I
wrong.
probably
They're
would
not
too.
violating his rights, but he is less wrong than the usual frauditor. By the way, I can't wait to read your comments about this one in the comment section. I always read most of the comments, but this one is a fascinating case to me. Let's see what happens next.
I don't give a shit about you. You don't care about your oath that you
You're fucking right, dude. He could be. Holy shit. I used to make videos with that thing, little fucker.
swore. You mean nothing to me.
You need to go.
I'm only leaving under threat of arrest. You arrest me.
You're gonna have to leave.
No, I will only leave under threat of arrest.
You're gonna have to.
I will only leave under threat of arrest.
Let's go.
Are you
I
trying
think
to
mine was the titanium one.
arrest me? Will you arrest me if I do not leave?
My wife had a pink
Will
one.
you arrest me if I do not leave? Yes or no? Will you arrest me?
Your time's up. Let's go.
Will you arrest me? Yes or no? Answer the question. This is the court. Yeah, I'll move for her. This is my turn to speak. You do.
Who remembers telling people to call me after 7 on cell phones? And then Sprint or AT&T made it 6, and now it doesn't matter. You can call at any time.
Not know the First Amendment. This was my time. Okay, perfect. That's all I need. What was your name?
So at this point, he agreed to leave. He says, you know, he's going to file this big billion-dollar lawsuit. Total nonsense. We know it's most likely going to happen, but he can still just walk away from the whole situation and, you know, pretend this didn't happen and not have any charges. Now, is he going to choose to do that? That is highly unlikely. Frauditors love to escalate as much as they can, and if they see an opportunity to go to jail and get arrested, they will take it. Because keep in mind, for the average citizen, going to jail and getting arrested is not a good thing.
Y'all are getting all these fancy shit, but I always got the note. I liked the note.
You want to avoid it at all costs. For frauditors,
But
it's actually part
switch
of
to
the
Apple
business
again, and
model.
I'm probably never
You
going
commit
back.
a crime, you get arrested, you collect a bunch of money, and then you file a bullshit lawsuit. You collect a bunch of money for that.
Fucking loved
the
my
lawsuit
note,
gets
though, especially
dismissed,
the
and the cycle
upgrades.
continues.
Chief, what?
Of course, I didn't buy the one where the batteries were catching fire. I think I skipped that model.
I'm gonna have your ass in court, buddy. You just stepped in a hornet's nest.
Okay.
Where's your PPE, sister?
Let's go.
Where's your PPE? Ladies and gentlemen, I am the best in business, and all these oath-breaking cucks will be paying in court. I will have their ass. How dare you guys violate that oath that you swore to kick me out for exercising my First Amendment rights? How dare you? Are you guys trespassing me from the building?
You're leaving right now, yes, sir.
So you're trespassing me from
Yes.
the building as well? Wonderful.
Yeah.
What was your name?
Officer Everett, E-V-E-R-E-T-T.
Okay, and what was your name, sir?
Officer Everett.
What was your badge?
E-3873.
And what was your name, sir?
Williams.
Williams, what's your badge?
W-3800.
Thank you. You guys will be seeing me in court again.
Well, yes, obviously they'll be seeing you in court because you are going to get arraigned. You're going to have your first appearance. Then you're going to have your trial. So, yeah, they will be seeing you in court as a defendant.
Why can't you guys take the oath to the Constitution seriously? You know how many brave men and women died for these very rights?
Just because you keep
That
repeating
clearly-
it doesn't make
you
it.
don't know, but you swore an oath to it, and you're violating my rights because why? They told you to? You know, the 1940s Germans, they did the same thing. They said, you know what? I'm just following orders.
Oh, he's one. Yeah, he's one of those
Yeah,
guys.
but the 40s.
Well, I don't like these
I
First Amendment
know when the
auditors.
Nazis started.
Obviously you don't.
Obviously, you're a dumb bitch.
Well, I mean,
And I'm going to have your ass in court, buddy.
Your facts are wrong, dude. I'm just helping
You're
you
an
out.
idiot.
Keep on walking. Keep on walking.
How about get on your knees? Get on your knees.
Keep on walking.
Open your mouth.
Oh, you're a
I mean,
faggot.
what?
That's the best
We
thing.
all could say things too, buddy.
Yeah, you're awesome.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, keep on walking.
I'm walking. What do you think? My legs just suddenly stop moving? Yeah, so well, how about you watch your mouth then, little boy? You're 5'6". That's called free speech.
This dude's not a combat
You
vet,
can
though.
tell that he has so much pent-up anger. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe something happened in jail, but he absolutely cannot stand the government. At one point, I believe it was a year ago, he was talking about organizing and
Carmen,
forming
right?
some sort of militia. And yeah, that's some pretty radical people we're dealing with here. I mean, these people, these frauditors, they're not too far from sovereign citizens. They're
I
just
do remember an
distant
AT&T
cousins,
was
but when
singular.
you look at videos like that,
Well,
they're
when
not
they
so
merged.
distant after all.
Do you, 6.5. Yeah, 6.5. Yeah, that's double the size of something else. I guarantee you that.
I don't know.
Little boy. I just know you're a little boy. What? Yeah, because what do you know? What do you know? I'm gonna have your ass.
The PFP, that makes it
And
easier
your
to remember, Carmen. How you doing?
You're just gonna drop my equipment? You didn't even hand it to me. You dropped it before I even touched it.
You still need to pick it up and go.
Yeah, you're my bitch. And have fun paying out, buddy. I'm gonna have your bitch ass job too. How dare you? And Chief, you're gonna hear from me again, sister. You fucked up big time. You just violated my rights in the worst way. Scumbags. You guys are fucking dumb.
Where you parked it?
Dude, I've talked
Right
to
next
Pop like
your
this before
fucking
too.
house.
I don't know what that means.
Ask your wife. I know she's seen me a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I was just kidding about that. You're definitely gay.
That's kind of...
What? You ashamed of being gay?
No, that's prejudicial.
Yeah, you're gay.
Now he's calling him gay. What is this, high school or something? Your insults are so lame. You have not evolved one bit. It's like your brain stopped maturing at 13 years old, and that's what you're stuck with at this age. You need to grow up, man, because this is pretty pathetic coming from a grown man.
All right, off property, cucks.
You can't stand block. You can't block the sidewalk.
Oh, you can't block the sidewalk.
No.
Shut the hell up.
You gotta keep on walking. You're gonna block the sidewalk.
Yeah, I'm blocking the sidewalk. I dare you to arrest me for that, punk. I dare you. Give me another one.
Okay, here's the deal.
I dare you. Arrest me for that.
For disorderly conduct. So
Disorderly conduct.
You already left, though.
Speaking. I've already left, you dunce. We're on a public sidewalk. Are you that dumb?
Explain to you.
You were dumb. Blocking a sidewalk from who? Let's see. Not a single soul out here, ladies and gentlemen. Not one person.
Yo, what the fuck?
Right here.
Get off the sidewalk. You're blocking it.
Good evening.
Good evening.
In Russia.
Yeah.
And Czech. And Bosnian.
Hey guys, this dumbass right here is saying that my free
Yo, these
speech,
cops are fucking
and
being
I'm
stupid.
blocking.
I might actually
He
agree
can
with the
go,
frauditor
idiot.
on this
Look
one.
at this. There's literally 5 feet right here. He has no problem.
Dude,
You're in the
walk.
way more than me.
Dude, walk so we can-
Look at this.
you're blocking
I'm
the
literally
sidewalk.
right here, guys. This guy is on an ego
blocking
trip
the
because
side-
he's
this guy's trying to get
5'5".
through.
Honestly, I'm just giving you my opinion. I don't think this case is going to stick. Whenever they arrest a frauditor on the sidewalk like that, most of the time the charges get dropped.
Yep.
If you arrest him in a building, you have a lot better chances of him getting convicted. But just like this, I don't think it's going to stick. And don't
And they
get me
shouldn't have
wrong,
arrested
the
him.
guy's a piece of shit, and he has posted plenty of videos where he should have got arrested and he didn't. But I just don't think they'll be able to prosecute this all the way to the end.
Guys trying to get through.
5'5".
Bro. Those bricks? Shit, I think those bricks are indestructible.
Little
You're
boy
blocking the
man.
sidewalk.
I'm not blocking the sidewalk,
Yes, you
you
are.
moron.
Yes.
How are you going to explain that to the judge? Guys, judge, I violated his rights, and then I gang stalked him. I'm outside, aggressive. How is standing still being aggressive?
I think at this point the
Standing
cops
still
are
is being
harassing him.
aggressive now.
You can't block the sidewalk.
I'm not blocking it, you dunce.
Okay, put your hands behind your back.
You're an idiot.
So that's the arrest. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section. But don't go anywhere because we do have an update regarding Press NH now. This is
Don't worry about them. That dude should not have been arrested. That's crazy. All because he was blocking the fucking sidewalk. Alright. Well, it's time for a commercial break. You guys go to the bathroom, get a refreshment, and we'll be back. And while we're gone, we're going to learn how to be a CrossFitter.
Hi. So I'm really sorry, guys. I already have my religious beliefs.
I'm Athlete Best. And I'm Athlete Whita. And we're here to talk about CrossFit. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior, David Castro? He reinvented fitness and wrote the rules down on golden tablets. It's so exciting.
No, good guys.
Better not be doing bicep curls.
All right, Mr. Wida, looks like your monthly membership comes to $180.
180 a month?
Yeah, a month. So it's broken down in a couple installments. $30 actually goes to your membership fee. The other $150 goes to fake friends and tolerating your personality.
Jesus Christ, you guys really charge an arm and a leg.
Fuck. Hi, I'm Matt Best. You might know me from videos like How to Be a Douchebag.
And I'm Derek Wida. You might recognize me from the dick pics that I sent your girlfriend. Sorry, Brian. It's cool, bro.
And today, we're gonna learn how to be a CrossFitter. CrossFit is like any military selection. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
All right, let's get started, guys. Count it off. 1. Looking good, looking good. 2. 3. 7. 9. 10.
I gotta admit, pretty new to CrossFit, man, so what's the workout?
No worries. Today, it's real basic shit. We're taking 20 minutes to find our 37.3 represent% of our 19.5 rep max OHS, and then we're going right into a 21-minute AMRAP with 15 TDB, 10 CDB, 5 HPSU, and 10 S2O. Have a good one.
That's more confusing than my childhood.
Bro, I used to burn myself on AMRAPs. I always did AMRAPs. High intensity. Yeah, I did a lot of HIIT, high intensity training. And I don't know, I was a monster. A monster. Got plenty of pictures for that.
No curls in the CrossFit box!
I'm sorry.
There you go.
Gosh, I just hate it when they say CrossFit gives you a man body.
I know, right? It's totally not true.
So false. Seriously, girl? Is
Yeah.
paleo?
Yes. In 2019, I did a challenge where you had to do 1,000 burpees in the entire month. Dude, I must have done, by the time I finished, because, dude, I love burpees. I hate them, but I loved them. And I think in the month of that month of December, it was 3,025 burpees. Bro, imagine those workouts. Like 100 burpees at a time. Sometimes more. I'd be fucking dead. But burpees every day for a month, and that's all I did. Because it's cardio, and it's reactionary, and it's good for the calves and the back. Especially if you jump. Some people don't jump. I jump. Some people put their hands on the ground. I flatten out. I don't know. Everybody does burpees differently.
So I had like 3 quarts last night.
Oh my gosh, I had a gallon for breakfast.
Ew, you slut. You're so paleo. Come here. Let's have the butt fuck this workout. Whoa, whoa. What the fuck are you wearing?
I'm going to CrossFit.
Oh, it's totally acceptable then. Have fun.
Thanks.
CrossFit's all about uploading your PR.
Ain't gonna
to
lie,
Facebook.
man.
Remember, never stop trying to lift more than you
young
can
women,
actually do.
when they do CrossFit, my God, they really do dress like that.
Cut that lame shit out.
Come on, man. How do you get motivated?
Seriously don't care if I spend $5 grand on Lulu because we look fucking amazing.
Fuck them. We are fabulous.
Oh man, I gotta find a picture. When I was in Iraq in 2010, they sent us, care packages. One of the care packages had a female shirt that said, I think it said fabulous. That shit was like way smaller than a schmedium. And it was for a woman. So I put that bitch on. Lord, it was like second skin on me. Yeah. Do some crazy shit. And then I tore it off like Hulk Hogan.
Oh, hey, Billy. Tell me you're not at a kill clip again.
Listen, I know I'm late on my membership dues, but
Yo. My neck and back have pretty much shut me down. Especially my neck. Still not fat, though. Still not fat. Ish.
Remember, CrossFit trainers are always
So you married?
Yeah.
Well, what does your husband do?
He makes internet videos.
Does he know I'm trying to fuck you? Pitch that peanut!
I don't know, bro. I don't think I should do it that fast.
Did you spend 48 hours and $1,700 becoming a goddamn professional? Are you a CF1, bro?
No,
Are you a
I'm not.
CF1? More speed. Let's go. 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 Looks good. Go. Come on. Go.
Oh.
Perfect. That was good.
I wanted.
Yeah.
Remember, shock to CrossFitters is like oil to bodybuilders. You can never have too much.
I still have my tire in the
I
garage.
hereby christen thee, Derek Wida.
Dude. So these walls, you gotta have fucking grip strength like a motherfucker. That's one thing I think I still have because I did a lot of those fucking pull-ups. My grip strength was ridiculous. Actually, it still is. Climbing those walls, fingertips. If I get my fingertips on that ledge, I'm up that wall. No matter if it's 5 feet, 6 feet, 7 feet.
Time you upload a picture of your workout, Derek.
CrossFit? More like fucking cross shit.
At least I'm not training for a heart attack.
True. True.
How did it get all the way inside, though?
I'm telling you, man, it was like fucking disgusting. I'm not even
Hey,
proud.
don't you guys work out at CrossFit Gym?
Rich Froning.
Where? Shit.
Yes, bikini snap.
Actually, yeah, where's Rich Froning? I'd kind of like to meet him.
CrossFit is full of many complex movements. You always want to show up prepared and bring the right fucking gear.
You know, it's crazy when I was young and we had to do the pull-up or the pull-up rope climb. I could just muscle it all the way up. And then, like, the older and older I got, I'm glad I went through rappelling school because when you learn how to wrap your foot, it's so much easier.
Holy shit, man. What the fuck you got in that bag?
That's some knee wraps, jump ropes, back, cross balls, fish tit straps, go fuck your mothers. Fuck you got in
I
there.
have my jump
Only thing
rope.
goddamn man needs.
What's that?
Weighted one too. Copenhagen!
America.
What the fuck do you mean you don't know Sam Dancy?
How am I supposed to know who that is? Do you know who Audie Murphy is?
I do.
Carlos Hathcock? No. Chris Kyle? No.
Were they at the games?
Dude.
Take your soul and go butt fuck it. Thank you. Double unders, here we go.
Dude, I would jump rope for 30 minutes.
Hey, what'd they say the workout was again?
Today is death by box jumps.
I love box jumps.
I love box jumps.
Fuck box jumps! Oh!
Hey, but seriously, Derek, come take a selfie of my blisters and my shins. Facebook's gonna think I'm so cool.
I do have pictures of when my fucking hands got tore up.
Whee! CrossFit is about fitting in.
So make sure you do everything like everybody else.
Alright, I know I'm talking about me. Watching this video just remembers kind of crazy shit I did. You'd have that sled, right? And I would have the sled and I would put, what's the max I did on 45-pound plates? I think I had like 7 plates on it. That shit was heavy, pushing and pulling it. And then what's even worse is one of the people I was training, I was like, get your daughter on the sled. Man, her daughter had so much fun, but I was so fucking beat. But it's okay. I used to try to kill myself when I worked out.
Bro. This is a box, not a fucking library.
I'm really sorry, dude. Did you see Kelsey in her 2012 nanos? Like, you bitch. Hashtag can't even. Hashtag gross. Ugh.
Hey, girl.
Oh, hi, Kelsey. You wanted so great today. Poor. No sweat. No. To train for CrossFit, you got to learn all the fancy exercises.
Yo, I hate hip pull-ups. I really do. Because my pull-ups, fingertips, and it was always controlled. I had to control it.
I have to do pistols. The front, what the fuck is that squat? The scoliosis. The Orthopedic Surgery
I have that in my
Center.
garage.
The Bionic Mobility.
Spot me, bro. Well, I think we got a pretty good outline of how to be a CrossFitter, you know? What should we do? I could actually kind of go for a walk. Let's do it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Yeti. I can't stand them. Like explosive pulling, what do you call muscle ups? It helps with trying to muscle up because you gotta, with the muscle ups, you gotta go and pull yourself up. The kip, that makes it easier for them to do it. I have a 30-pound mace just for hitting my tire. Oh my God. So the medicine ball. I'll tell you how crazy I was and how physically dominant I was. I would take, the fat soldiers because, they were like, oh, Doc Joy, give him to him. He'll fucking kill him. So one of the exercises we do, I would go to the volleyball court, get a medicine ball, and guess what? We had to throw it over and catch it and throw it back. Throw it back. I never missed a catch, and I always threw it over the net. It's crazy. Because there would be 3-4 against me. I was kind of an asshole. Here we go. Fingertip.
What's up, guys? Just want to say thanks for watching the video. I want to give a special shout out to Allegiance Fitness for letting us.
Sorry, I gotta throw my humor. It's like I said, today I'm a little nostalgic, so you're gonna see, I think, one more of those.
Ilhan Omar's flamboyant, dirty dandy second husband surfaces in South Africa as Trump accuses duo of being siblings. Okay, and then she is being under investigation for immigration fraud from Trump border czar. Tom, what's going on here with Ilhan Omar?
So the facts are coming home to roost, and people like Ted Cruz and others, while she's in a weakened state because of what's going on, she's trying to defend the Somalis, but all the receipts are coming out about the fraud in Minnesota. People are turning up the heat, appropriately so, saying, hey, did you commit immigration fraud under the laws of that time of marrying your brother? I believe Elmi was his name. Did you do that? And now they're turning up the heat on it because apparently he was rarely here. And then before they even got divorced, I guess he took off for the UK, was a professor at University of Bristol or something. And so everybody's like, wow, hang on here. This doesn't really look like a loving and...
I did. And I would have chokeslammed the bitch. That old lady, though, props to her. She remained stoic.
During marriage, you mean, where are the kids? Where's the cohabitation? Where's the evidence? And so we used to live in Southern California, Pat, and we used to know that there were some really dirty organizations. We would see it in the newspaper out there. We didn't know these things personally, of where people would be encouraged to marry, women from the Philippines or women from Vietnam. And all they wanted to do was get them to LA, give you a couple $1,000s for marrying them, and then they turn them into sexual slaves. It was horrible. But we saw it. It was in LA. It was in the LA Times. They would bust these gangs all the time for what was going on there.
I think they
And so
recently
now
caught
Ted
one.
is saying,
Immigration
hang
rated
on,
it
Elon Omar.
like 7 months ago.
Let's pause on the fraud investigations for what you're doing to the American taxpayer for a second, and let's ask a question. Did you,
know
come
Ilhan
here
Omar?
illicitly?
When she first got into Congress, her net worth was in the negatives. 5 years later, she's worth $30 million. How do you make $30 million in 4 years on $174,000 a year?
And if you came here illicitly and were never really married or cohabitating, or you married your brother, if that's what you did, then guess what? We want to bring the justice down on you. And, you know, maybe we don't put you in handcuffs and have the ICE people, but you should be out of here. And that's what Ted Cruz and other people are saying. And now the heat's getting turned up because people see that she's weak and they can go after her because she's very busy trying to help Walz defend himself from all of the Somali fraud.
Yeah, weird. Well, I said this last week. If people like Ilhan Omar and Tim Walz had just kept their mouth shut and stopped bringing attention to themselves, they probably would have got, away with all of this, with marrying your brother to bring him into the country, to the over.
So apparently when they did this, they overcooked the books. So people that stop smoking weed, kids. There's a story that I saw yesterday, and it says basically when they audit their anything above 6% people that they have receiving benefits, god damn it. Basically it's saying if the states don't fucking give up the correct numbers and fix their shit, the states will have to cover the difference for the SNAP benefits.
They're saying the number could be $8 billion worth of fraud statewide. It's just all that stuff if you just kept your mouth shut, but you don't want to. So just, on top of this weekend being crazy, her brother was detained by ICE, but he had his passport and they let him go. She made a comment on that. And also
it was actually her son. But apparently there's no... Ilhan Omar said that her son was pulled over and was detained and had to prove he was a citizen. Which turns out to be a lie. There's no reports of ICE. And there was no reports from the local PD.
Did you know this? In 2016, she pleaded with a judge to show leniency to 9 Somalians in Minnesota who were charged for trying to join ISIS. That's Ilhan Omar. Did you know that?
Say that again.
In 2000, you know what, Pat? Let's have a reporter just go ahead. Go ahead, Rob. Go ahead.
2 days ago, but it seems Minnesota Representative-elect Ilhan Omar may have already made her first move as an elected official. In a letter signed November 8th, Omar asks a U.S. district judge for compassion when sentencing 9 Minnesota Somali American men convicted of trying to join the terrorist group ISIS. She says the best deterrent to fanaticism is a system of compassion. We must alter our attitude and approach if we truly want to affect change. We should refocus our efforts on
They wanted to join ISIS.
But
rehabilitation. She's not the...
Guys, just... Yeah, they wanted to be
Listen.
terrorists.
All right. They just wanted to join ISIS, okay? They were like, you know what? I heard that's like a good fraternity to get into. So yeah, we're gonna go visit and then we're gonna come back. Yeah, that sounds totally like we should forgive them. We should be lenient on them. You fucking morons.
But come on, they're just kids. Absolutely not. So this is going on to her and all these, the Somali pirate, this attitude of anti-America. It just keeps piling on. And then, guys, let's not forget, she didn't, Ted Cruz is off. She didn't marry her brother for her to come in here. She married him to come in here in 2009. Okay, and then, by the way, she came here and when she was 12. She became a citizen at 17. Thomas Holman said
Not
something.
true.
He said there was immigration fraud involved. There's no doubt about the marriage to her brother.
That's what he's saying. Saying you came here.
But when they went to verify they really can't find any documents. And the one they find, one says she was 17 when she became a citizen, which would be because of her father. The other one says she was 18, which wouldn't be granted because of her father. Somebody's birth certificate doesn't match up. And apparently, allegedly, when you go to Congress, you don't have to prove your citizenship. There's just a thing that says, are you a U.S. citizen? And I guess like a memorandum of understanding. And they just have to sign it.
Fraudulently, and if that's the case, you leave here legally.
Yeah, exactly. But so this prevents Omar from criminal charges because, Pat, the statute of limitations, guys, has passed. But this doesn't protect her from denaturalization or deportation. Matt Tardio posted this. He said, Omar claims she obtained her citizenship when her father was naturalized in 2000, just months before her 18th birthday.
Never mind.
There's a problem. No record.
Never mind. Here we go.
Has been found of this naturalization paperwork in response to a FOIA request of her father's N-400 paperwork filed by A.J. Kern in June 2023. The National Records Center was...
If I go look for that form, I have all the forms for a green card and the citizenship. It's wild how many forms and background information they want.
Unable to locate any filings under his name. So can she be denaturalized, deported, if this is substantial? Yes, Tom. That's it. Because if fraud was involved in her father's alleged naturalization, then her citizenship can be on the chopping block. That's what Thomas Homan is going to go for. Not the brother thing, which, guys, how much more, and I'll give it to Adam, how much more? Think about this person. You're coming here from Somalia, a place that doesn't even have a freaking government. Okay, Adam even called it a shithole.
Not a working one.
It's not a working government. Okay, you're coming from there, and instead of being grateful and trying to contribute and be happy, and I don't give a damn if she's in Congress, you bash the country, you steal money from us, you're sticking up for freaking terrorists, you marry your brother, okay, and then you come here illegally. What more do you need to have this person, like, yo,
You
bounce?
create a criminal farm system.
Yeah, we don't want you. We don't want you
Adam,
here.
thoughts?
Well, speaking of importing terrorists and criminals, there's
I think what
breaking
really
news.
pissed me off about Omar when it came to 9/11, some people did something. Some people did something.
From the FBI, I don't know if you've seen this. It just breaking news. Fox News has reported it. The FBI has announced that they arrested 4 alleged members of the radical pro-Palestinian group accused of plotting in New Year's Eve bombings all throughout LA. According to the FBI, they were allegedly planning coordinated bombing attacks on New Year's Eve using improvised explosive devices, targeting 5 separate locations across LA. Do you have that article right now, Rob?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Ilhan Omar probably write a letter for them to
yeah,
get.
the common theme, like I've said earlier of this episode, is this suicidal empathy and tolerance. When you let terrorist sympathizers parade on your streets, what do you think the outcome is going to be? We just saw what happened in Sydney. They've
All the Christmas markets in
allegedly
Germany.
arrested 4 Hamas Palestinian sympathizers in LA that were going to blow things up on New Year's. What do you think's going to happen when you let these people in your country? Zero tolerance moving forward. That's my opinion.
This is 4 that they caught. Adam, remember what we just said at the beginning of the show? There's 2 million that we don't know. So everybody, I'm happy that they caught them.
Which
Obviously,
one?
You better stay vigilant.
Vinny?
You better stay vigilant. And by the way, this is coming from a Middle Eastern. All right? Oh, you got your race. Okay. No.
Yeah,
no.
stand by for a liberal judge in L.A. that will say, let's wait till January 2nd and see if they're really serious.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
But let's have empathy for them and sympathy for them and teach them.
Oh, yeah, Adam's a fucking.
With that being said, guys,
Yeah, Adam's something
exciting news.
special. So
I don't want to get in.
everybody heard. Vinny's the angry patriot. Dude reminds me of myself sometimes. But anyway, we're gonna get to Glenn Beck, and apparently, not apparently, Donald Trump's pretty much shit on Rob Reiner when he died. I mean, should I be upset about it? Probably. Was I? No. You know why? Because he wasn't mocking his death and saying he deserved it. He wasn't saying, ha ha ha, communist, fascist. He just basically reiterated that he don't like him. It's just, you know, some people might not have that opinion, some people might, and I really don't give a fuck.
Into the mix.
By the way, just to let you know, I can't stand this motherfucker's voice. It's so monotone. Well, then again, mine might be monotone too. I wouldn't know because I don't go back and listen to my shows.
Everybody and personalities. I like, my goal is to make things about right.
Bro, those HR ones, holy shit. I fucking love those, man. It was funny because I was thinking about playing them as I was talking, and then you put that.
And not about personalities. But I do want to spend just a second on President Trump's post yesterday about Rob Reiner. It made me sad. Made me really sad. Because I like the president. And he doesn't help himself when he does things like this. And this is, but I think I understand this in a different way. You know, the president has said, you know, all kinds of things about me at times. When I disagree with him, he'll say, yeah, he's just a failing fat.
I'm one of those guys that will make jokes. Like the too soon jokes. I always switch. Too soon? Nah. Nah. Humor is the best way to grieve. Other people might not like it, but you know, when you got one of those dark minds, what is it called? Dark personalities, dark humor. That's what it is. I fucking love dark humor, and it may piss people off.
Fat blob or whatever, and that's just him. That's just
well, it's always weird
when he's in a fight.
When I'm like in a group of people, and I'll make the same fucking joke, and people are like, "Oh, that's so wrong!" I'm like, stop being a bitch, pussy. Or I'm like-minded people, and they're like, "Bro, I was about to say something about that too." And then you got the people that just want to go, "I really want to have an opinion, but I'm afraid what people think about me."
He's a knife fighter, and I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. This was different. And this was, you know, you can say a lot of stuff politically about Rob Reiner, but politics didn't matter yesterday. It just didn't matter. It didn't matter. But I think to the president, it does. I saw a change in the president. I've seen two changes in the president. I've seen a change in him when they started going after him and his family after 2020. And they really started going after his family. And we know this because we showed you the documents. What they had a plan, take him down, take his family down, to stop MAGA at all costs, put them in jail. I mean, those are their words. And it was frightening to read. And I talked to the president, I don't know, maybe 6 months after, you know, we were in 2021, maybe 6 months, 8 months. And I said, how you holding up? And he had talked a little bit about, you know, how he felt like he had really let people down because he had things going in the right direction.
This is typically where I turn him off. So, yeah, I'm turning him off because that shit was stupid. But I think this is the last vet humor I have for you. Yep, I have 2 videos left before we end this. This one I had to, like I said, nostalgic day. So hope y'all enjoy this because I know I will. So a little more humor and yeah, go cry about it.
And what is Black Rifle Coffee Company?
The greatest coffee company in the world. What's the question again? Sorry. I blacked out on freedom.
Me too. 17 years old. This guy right here. He was in 2nd Battalion. I was in 3rd. Oh, shit.
What's the question again? Sorry. I blacked out on freedom.
Yeah, the hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I worked too hard, too long, and now we in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, that shit motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah,
all right, Matt, it's your video.
I'd always considered joining the military as a kid. I just didn't know what branch of service I was going to join. And then one of my friends in high school goes, man, you got to check out this movie called Black Hawk Down. Army Rangers, let's party. From there, I was set on becoming an Army Ranger. When I joined the Army at 17, I'd never really been out of Santa Barbara, California, so my experience was drinking from a fire hose in the world of life. I'm actually super thankful that I joined at that age because it really gave me the ability to open up to this whole new world I'd never experienced before that, and really paved my way as being kind of the free spirit and run and gunner I am today in business. Donning my tan beret during graduation, you're like, I'm a badass, I'm this Ranger, and then I showed up and I got humbled real quick. That really put in perspective how much I had to learn and
you have to grow up
before
fast.
I was ready to run with the big guys. I did 5 deployments in total with 2nd Ranger Battalion, 4 to Iraq, 1 to Afghanistan, somewhere over about 400 direct action raids. Mainly we're there to kill or capture high-value targets, and that involved kicking down doors, explosive breaching, and a lot of running and gunning. One of the shittiest nights of my whole entire life, my team leader and squad leader both were shot and unfortunately were KIA. There were these 2 guys that I looked up for everything in life. They were my mentors. They had showed me how to be a Ranger. They had showed me how to be a man. You know, I joined at 17, and for them to be taken so tragically, it truly changed my whole entire perspective on life and what I wanted to do with it. You have to wake up every morning to say, all these people can't live a life that I can, so I better go and enjoy it. I better wake up every morning, slap that little stupid depression off my face and go, the sun's bright or it's raining, don't give a let's go. And it's almost an injustice to the people that have sacrificed to think that they wouldn't want us to live life in such a positive manner. ETS out of the Army, I moved back to Los Angeles, California, and about a year into that, doing executive protection in Los Angeles, I was super depressed. And I called one of my friends and he was like, I'm gonna help you get this contracting job. I was terrified.
The Black Rifle? Black Rifle pissed me off when they were talking shit about Rittenhouse. Almost instantly. But hey, doesn't mean I have to drink it. Every time one opened up, like I can't stand Black Rifle coffee anyway.
I had no clue what I was going to do, how I was going to pay the bills, but I knew I had to leave, and so I moved back.
But I got the wrong video, so we're going to pull up the right video, because that one's not the humor one I thought it was. But this one is.
Hi, I'm MBS 11X, self-proclaimed astronaut and lead trainer at Operator Fitness. So you spend hours on Call of Duty and Operator as fuck trying to be a big dick pipe layer. Now you're ready to be a true operator with Operator Fitness. Here at Opera Athlete Fitness, we've scientifically proven that beards make you lift more weight. First part about training like an operator is making sure you train how you fight. Right! At Opera Athlete Fitness, we're always making sure we're
that's how I do pull-ups with my thumbs are not wrapped.
Situation. The Carl Gustav. Fire, reload! Fire, reload! Fire, reload! The Afghan jumping jack.
Oh my god, this is so fucking great.
As an operator, you're gonna have massive balls, so you gotta make sure that you know how to walk with them. Go ahead. Good form. Good job, Clyde. Holy shit, you must be a Ranger.
Damn right.
That's nice, good job. On. We're gonna have to put you to the in-dock course. Next part about being an operator
Matt,
is...
broke my hand.
Take a fucking knee and drink water. Just after 1 month of training at Opera Athlete Fitness, weights will be so scared they lift themselves. Jameson, America! When you train as hard as we do at Opera Athlete Fitness, it's always important to have a ranger buddy to make sure you're safe.
Just up. There you go. There. Oh yeah. A little more.
Training really hard.
Telling you. Military humor? You'd think we were all gay sometimes. It's only gay if you cry. It's one of the jokes.
There you go. There. Oh yeah. A little more.
Training really hard, maintaining core strength, and ensuring his buddy's safe. Harder!
One of the things we used to do, we called it the ultimate sit-up. So you'd have the dude, all right, you got to do a sit-up, but at the same time you have like a towel covering his head, and that's how it's ultimate because you got to pull yourself up. And then, you know, you'd have somebody else stand between his legs, bend over like bare ass. So he's trying to do the ultimate sit-up. He's pulling, and you let the fucking towel off, face right into his asshole. Man, basic training was weird.
You can see that his ranger buddy is spotting him while also doing an air squat. Multi-purpose, operator status kind of workout. More ass. Here at Opera Athlete Fitness, we've been integrating women into our training for the big army needs. Just kidding. Nice mitts.
That was pretty sexist.
Here at Opera Athlete Fitness, it's important to train like the specific unit that you want to be a part of. To train like MARSOC, we give you a baby panda to replicate a sensitive item, so you must raise it and fucking kill it.
Hello? Hello, Mom. I'm totally special ops. We're like Rangers.
No, you're
with
not.
radios.
As an Air Force PJ, it's important to practice being on CSAR.
Can you believe 100,000 for re-enlistment? What am I, a SEAL?
Guys, we got a mission!
Finally!
Just kidding. The trainers here that are Special Forces have created a revolutionary new weight management.
Pararescue. If you go watch the movie Black Hawk Down, those are the ones that were treating the ones in the helicopter. Those are PJs.
Program. It's called Licking the Finger of an Indigenous Person.
Lick the finger. Lick the finger.
There it is
lick the
again.
finger.
Your job as a ranger is to pick up the biggest thing and fucking smash it.
Right.
Ranger!
You're not supposed to see that.
Step one as a Navy SEAL is to know it's not gay if you're deployed.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, what's up? I'll show you how to insert SEAL Team 6 later. As a Navy SEAL, you have a promising career in Hollywood, so it's important to make up your own workout and call it a SEAL workout.
The SEAL Team Soap Grab. Buys for the guys.
Delts look amazing. My SEAL Team 6 just went to SEAL Team 8.5. Hey.
What is the Ranger Medic? So, oh, I forgot to mention that. Ranger Medic.
So where's that famous Coast Guard guy that was going to teach a class? Dude, I don't know.
Operator. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew.
Operator. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Special shout out to Leo for letting us use his gym. Check his book out.
All right. All right, humor's done. Humor's done. One more video, guys. One more video, and basically, try not to be racist. Okay? Try not to be racist. What's up, Juniper?
I want people to understand that there are crimes that are committed not because people are criminals, but because they literally are trying to survive.
There's just no way
there's just no good way to get into this. I'm going to tell you who the people involved: Crockett, Joy Reid, Leslie Jones. You know where this is going, and it's well deserved. It's time for try not to be racist.
Should I do it?
So, oh my God, why did I pause it on that fucking clip? They literally, that's in India. They're fucking playing with shit. They're playing with shit. It's fucking disgusting. Those curry fucking smelling bastards. Oh shit, I already lost it. Try not to be racist, okay, guys? This is the whole purpose of this video. I'm gonna try. Starting over.
I'm gonna do it. Some of them armed with guns. I'm gonna be stealing like it ain't no tomorrow.
Sexual contact with an unresponsive man.
I like the little repeat at the end.
I hope we get back to tariffs, because Terrifier still might be one of my favorites, but that's one of my favorite stingers. All right.
Yeah, it's a plan. I think it was I was watching the Tyler Oliveira's video. I don't know why I watched it, but like, oh my God. And they eat it. Like, if it's fresh shit, they'll eat it. It's fucking gross, man.
You all need an A for effort.
Yes.
I'm not saying that you're going to get a perfect score, your final score, but an A for effort. You do that in the States, right? They give you a score for your effort?
No, I think it's just a saying.
Oh, no, we actually had scores on our report cards. We would get a grade. And
maybe
we would
for like elementary
we would get
kids.
a commentary on your effort, and it was a grade. So the point is, I want you to really dig down deep and try to not be racist. Jasmine Crockett. Guys, remember what I just told you. So this is an actual lawyer, and this video resurfaced where she was giving her opinion on criminals, and of course it's race-based, and of course it is racist, but you're better than that. Let's try and build some momentum with that stinger. Try not to be racist, okay?
I don't want anybody to mistake what I'm saying. Just because you are impoverished does not mean that you will be a criminal. But I do want to be clear that there is a direct link between poverty and susceptibility to having to engage in certain things. And this is something that I know.
What certain things?
Close and personal as a public defender. I want people to understand that there are crimes that are committed not because people are criminals, but because they literally are trying to survive.
Wrong. Wrong. That's I'm sorry. That's just not true.
So if I basically say, hey, I'm stealing your car because I'm just trying to survive, man. Trying to survive. She'd be like, you know what? You're right. You're good. We shouldn't do anything to you. So, yeah. Hope you enjoy your campaigning for senator. I don't think it's going to work out real good for you.
Clear, regardless.
You're right,
of
Yeti, because I was thinking the same thing
link in the
every
description
time she
every
talks.
show.
Kind of like AOC.
Have higher homicide rates. They're more violent. Meaning a poor white guy, poor white kid, poor black kid, statistically a much higher likelihood of the poor black kid committing crimes. There are some studies that show actually middle class or upper middle class young black men still more likely to commit violent crimes than poor white men. There can be some debate about that. They haven't always been replicated. But if you control for everything else, economic status, community, family status, it's not even close. It's a trend. Also, this cannot apply to anything other than theft. There's no other crime.
Yeah,
Not you stabbing on the subway.
That's the only crime that is something you're doing to survive. You're not stabbing a toddler in a grocery store parking lot to survive.
Right. And you also have to look at what people are stealing. Look at the locked glass at CVS. A man cannot live on Razor Bump cream alone. So it's not a necessity.
I also just and I understand, like, I've dealt with hard times before personally. My family has. I understand that there are difficult patches in life or long stretches in some cases, but I find it very difficult to try to use but I had to steal food, otherwise my kids would starve.
Yeah, okay,
if
Aladdin.
I didn't. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. Like, in the United States, it's very, very difficult to make that make sense for most people because of all of the safety nets that are out there in communities. Now, I understand if you say, well, they don't have a lot, or they're a little bit hungry, but we have enough food to get through each day. But it's just, that
that makes sense. But to then go, well, then they can steal from somebody else or they can rob somebody else for that. No, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you're
at all.
right.
Why are
If
we
I
bringing
stole
it up
a
as
car,
though
I wouldn't commit crimes. I would try to sell it. Like you said, a chop shop, which, okay, stole it because I needed to survive, and I got some money. And now I get to walk everywhere.
that's a solution.
I mean, I
So
would
what if
never
we
steal a
rate-
car. Unless it was like a dire situation and it was, you know, the red coats are coming, or the Islamists are coming, or Antifa's coming, and so on. How did Jeff say it? And so forth and so forth. I don't know.
Is the economic standards of everybody in the United States, and we still had some poor people in the United States relative to everybody else. Would that solve the crime problem?
That's what you get.
I don't know. The
Dominic.
stats
That's what
say
you
no.
get.
But what's also odd is that poverty, I should say poverty specifically in the black community, correlates with obesity.
Weird.
How much are you stealing?
A lot.
Next one. After President Trump referred to a reporter as Piggy, which was funny.
Fucking hilarious.
Leslie Jones, again, guys, remember.
Okay.
Address.
Don't be
the
racist.
point. Try not to be racist. She told Nicole Wallace how she would have dealt with the situation.
I don't mean no harm. If he would have
Oh
said
my
shut up,
God.
pick it to me, I'd have been like, you fat
Pause. Wherever does the angry black lady stereotype come from?
No, I don't know. It's an unfortunate angle too.
Try not to be racist.
trying.
Play.
yourself.
Let's still go.
You stinking
When I watched it
bastard.
this morning, I told my wife, "Hey, look at that," and she's like, "Is that a monkey?" I'm like, "This is trying not to be racist. You failed."
Be able to talk to me like that. Who you calling piggy, you fat
I'm gonna do it.
horse you walked in on? I mean, like, how are y'all not losing your like that?
They didn't censor that.
If Obama did that, Biden did that, they
Must have been horrendous.
Look, I think they would have dragged Obama out to the yard and executed
Whoa.
him right there.
Oh.
With some of the stuff that he does.
This is the problem: is you can't have conversations with people. We were just talking before about where you can have civil disagreements, where you can have actual disagreements.
Right.
Not with someone who's this divorced from reality.
Yes.
She believes that if Barack Obama referred to someone as chubby or piggy, that he would have been dragged behind a truck as a hate crime. Like, think about it. She actually believes that. You cannot have a disagreement with someone like this who there's no rooting whatsoever in reality. And this is crazy, by the way, because she said something completely different in another interview.
He discovered me and decided that, you know, Miss Piggy was giving him a hard
Racist.
time. So he, you know, decided to get the next best
Don't be
thing.
racist.
Or should I say, the better thing. And he hired Miss Boogie. Mwah! Kissy, kissy.
No thanks.
No, it's not for me. No.
Also, when you lose your mind and you lose your temper and you're going to cuss somebody out, make sure that you keep like a good train of thought, because you don't she said F the horse you walked in on. That just does, you got to ride a horse. You don't walk in on a horse.
Well,
Like,
unless
just
you're Tim
make
Walz.
sure-
Well, you can have
It's
sex with a horse after you walk in on it.
Yeah.
Well, but
then become governor of Minnesota.
Yeah.
Do better.
Mm-hmm. Could you
the
imagine if she doesn't? She clearly has no experience in the equestrian
Yeah.
arts.
What do you think?
Imagine her as a horse whisperer. Hey, shut the up! Huh? Neighing and I got hay in my eye.
Pollen.
Let's get them out this mother.
She's yelling at me again, Wilbur.
Do you think she's capable of whispering?
Yeah.
It's not possible.
Like, do you
Yeah,
think when
it'll
she
be
was a
more like
child
this.
and they played games of telephone, like, Sydney, climb the tree. Hey! And by the way, here's the thing. I mean, there are a lot of things. Try not to be racist. This is an encapsulation of, just racism, of constant victim
I don't
complex.
understand why
Because we're
people
black,
say
we're treated
reverse
differently.
racism. Because reverse racism would be not racist.
And because she's a woman, she was called a piggy. Keep in mind, President Trump has called men far worse, far more consistently.
But if you're a child molester, there's no cure.
True.
They can't stop you. Pathological, there's no cure.
He's not a war hero. He's a war hero. He's a war hero.
Fuck McCain.
He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you.
Who wants to watch Buttigieg? Buttigieg. Buttigieg. No, because it's an unpronounceable name. Edge. Buttigieg. Which you like, Sleepy Joe or Crooked Joe? Because to me, he's a sleepy son of a bitch, you know?
Matter of principle, and I'll tell you.
You are the single biggest liar. You probably are worse than
Oh.
You are the single biggest liar. This guy will say anything. Nasty guy. Now I know why he doesn't have one endorsement from any of his colleagues.
All right, John, I get to respond.
Pick from the buffet there.
He's a nasty guy. Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said.
Oh, my God.
Remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Oh, maybe that's what I said. Someone who believes that him referring to a reporter as piggy is more sexist than him allegedly didn't know mocking a disabled reporter with hand gestures. That's someone divorced from reality.
But he wasn't mocking him.
This is one thing. Women like there's a double standard. You're right. There is. If Ted Cruz was called piggy, he would just go, what?
It also would have been so much funnier than anything else he said.
Yeah. But it wouldn't have been an issue. I'm like, okay. All right.
You'd have called me piggy?
Yeah.
And then he would have gotten the left would have nicknamed Ted
Yeah.
Cruz Piggy.
Right. Yeah.
They would have made Porky Pig memes. It would have been the whole thing.
They referred to him as a blobfish, for crying out loud.
They did, yes.
Also, Jones decided to, and I mean decided to, crash out over ICE, and because she demands a reckoning.
How do you think it ends? How do you think the era ends?
Girl, this is what I'm hoping. That midterms, people come out and vote like crazy to switch it over, and then the reckoning comes. That's what I want everybody
Reckoning
that works
Ralph.
for ICE. I want them in jail. I just want a reckoning. I want a reckoning. Y'all know y'all did wrong stuff. You know some of the stuff you did was so wrong. I need a reckoning. Because to me, that's the only thing that's going to make it right.
What exactly is being done wrong with immigration? As you can see, certain parts of the world that immigrated here and also immigrated to other parts of the world, and it's like a takeover. Oh, man. We need to bring back asylums and the Crusades. Whoa, what?
Oh, my gosh.
She's like, you rescued like 500 kids from child trafficking?
I may be a little racist against a lot of these Islamists because Iraq and Afghanistan, enough said. 9/11, I think they were just tools controlled by that country that shall not be named Israel.
Do me a favor, just for your audience, to make sure that the community is educated. Name them.
Right.
The things that you did wrong.
Yeah.
Name them.
Also, keep in mind, too, when they complain about white men and they talk about a reckoning, young black women are 2 times as likely to commit murder as young white men. So, again, try not to be racist. It's okay to acknowledge crime statistics, but it doesn't mean that that she is less educated than, I don't know. Just try not to be racist, okay?
Moving on.
That's all I can. I just have to speak in the platitudes here. Joy,
Oh,
let's do
no.
this one. Former MSNBC host, she shared this post that was really upset about the idea that the song Jingle Bells. I know what you're thinking. No.
Don't be racist. Okay? Just listen to her, hear her out. Don't be racist.
Not the song Jingle Bells. The song Jingle Bells is racist.
None of our
followers could read.
I can't.
Jeez, Tim. This is try not to be racist segment, okay?
Okay, all right, you got to...
A for effort.
It seems like she would be offended by that. Wait until she... And by the way, sometimes the ideology isn't clear with our classics. Wait until she hears from Frosty, the progressive liberal, but also racist.
Bro, this had me fucking cracking up.
No, man. I don't understand where he's coming from.
Yeah, a lot of things don't really go together. Is his brain melted or something?
What's he smoking in that corncob pipe?
Yeah.
An amalgamation.
There must be something in that magic hat they found.
You woke me up with bath salts. And then Joy Reid, try not to be racist.
Oh, no.
It's so hard on this.
She went on to sing the song to own the cons. I don't know.
Dashing through the snow in one horse.
Yo! I hope that wasn't real. I hope they added that. Did y'all catch it?
The snow in one
hear it?
horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way.
Okay.
Home Alone.
She did that thinking she was trolling Fox. All it did was make her look stupid. But did you hear it? The fucking smoke detector.
Again, because nobody loves me.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Don't get mad at me because I have hair like Slim Shady.
Hey, there you go. I'd say Demolition Man. And Demolition Man herself was not a fan, by the way, of this director's cut, no surprise, of White Christmas.
That's it. Keep the candles up. Keep them way up high. Okay, Byron.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some legitimate grievances.
I don't think I like it either.
No.
Wow.
You almost let that flag touch the ground. You're off your nut about 1.5 miles.
There it is.
She goes into the barbershop, says, "Give me the time cop."
She has been known to blow up a Taco Bell or two.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me. By the way, don't you remember when Taco Bell looked like a casa? It was
Yo,
fun.
I think about this all the time, the way Taco Bell used to look. And how, I would love going to Taco Bell as a young private. Because $5, 2 chalupas and a soft taco, $5. Dude, what happened to those days?
It wasn't just gray building. You had the purple tile.
Yeah, there was teal.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, there was.
Nothing's
Food
fun
was
anymore.
tasty.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. If the country was that racist, would Joy Reid have been paid $3 million a year to host a news show that never succeeded? It was a net loss always.
I could do that.
Yeah. Think about that for a second.
I have thought about it.
Yeah.
I could fail. I could fail at a news show and do it for less.
Yeah. I can.
Is that an offer?
I do.
No, I mean, yeah.
I do.
MSNBC,
I do.
if you're
For
listening.
much less. Only
That's fine.
take out the failing part.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
that's right.
Much less.
For less.
Think about that. When people talk, like, I have made in any given consistently much less than Joy Reid, and she says racism. All right. Case in point. That's it. I rest my case. Here, speaking of which, again, try not to be racist. There's this reality star. I wasn't super familiar with her. Chrissy Ann Rock. So she was, I guess she's being coached by Ryan Garcia, who's a former, I believe, light heavyweight.
This is funny. I was telling my wife
champion,
this. And I'm like, did you see it? She's like, I didn't see anything. Like, how did you not see it? Let's see if you guys see it.
Lightweight champion boxer. Very, very good. And she's been training with him. Now, here is proof that women, particularly black women, by the way, who are, again, we gave you the stats, very violent, don't control themselves. She is actually being granted an act of mercy because this guy's a pro, and he's clearly going easy on her until he finally just very, very little accidentally just taps her. But look how out of control she is.
Jesus.
Damn!
She thinks she's tough.
All training went out the window.
You don't even see the hit. It's instinct. He lightly taps her. Watch.
There, you see it?
It's instinct. He lightly taps her. Watch.
Slow
You
it
don't
down.
even see the hit.
Wait for
It's
it.
instinct. He lightly taps
There.
her. Watch.
No, that was on accident.
I ain't playing no more.
No, my bad. Oh my God, I hit her. No, that was on accident. I swear, Krishan.
And you know what? Here's the thing. That you hear her say, I ain't playing no more. These people view it as playing when they're beating your ass.
Yeah.
They view it as a hate crime if you fight back. And I'm not saying that he should have punched her. I'm not saying that he. No. But seriously, I'm playing. He's like, okay, let's spar. Again, he's not even wearing boxing shoes. They're on tile, and he's just letting her. And she's playing as long as she is dominating and being aggressive and could cause serious harm. And the second, just you could see it was just instinct. It was just like a light tap, right, to kind of keep her off of him. I'm not playing anymore. So when they're beating you up, it's playing. It's a game. When they have their comeuppance, it's a hate crime. Who's they? Try not to be racist.
Don't.
Now, she began training with Garcia after she got slapped by another try not to be racist subject at a Christmas party last weekend.
No, you can't get a class. We appreciate you coming up here. If you was like that, hey, this she recording shit, like, see? No, don't record nothing on me.
Oh!
Gotcha. They're just playing.
Look, guys, are we going to act like, yeah, it's the same across all cultures, that that's how you expect a disagreement between two white ladies to go?
She was like, let me look at your phone. Don't grab my phone from me!
Violence.
Yeah.
Violence, immediate answer.
Oh, that's not violence. She just got slapped in the face.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's not violence.
I'm just playing.
That was just a slap in the face. Everybody gets slapped in the face every once in a while.
I'm just playing. And then when someone decides,
You run your mouth.
I'm not playing. Well, you didn't have to. Well, it's a hate crime. Here's the thing. You can say whatever you want. People think it's weakness often. And we had the Hodge twins here. They talked about white boy punking. They confuse your desire to avoid violence as weakness. But the truth is, generally speaking, white, Christian, European culture, you avoid violence until it's necessary, and then it's really violent.
Right.
They resort to violence.
True.
Men in the black community, statistically, that is a fact, and it needs to change. Resort to violence very, very readily. And I actually think I can relate to it, because these ladies don't seem like any type of, they don't seem like valedictorians.
Don't be racist.
I get cranky when I take like a muscle relaxer, like after surgery and stuff. If I had to take Flexeril, I've told you guys that because I can't think.
Bro.
And so people know, like, oh, you get.
I used to take Flexeril every morning for 3 weeks when I was in jump school. Because, my back would have spasms and I couldn't, if I complained about it, I'm out. I'm out of jump school. So I would take Flexeril every day to the point where Flexeril, it makes me tired, but that's probably the only one. But, bro, it can happen. It can happen. And I would be able to operate 100%. Whatever. It's crazy. My body was not a temple. It was not a temple. It was an experiment. An experiment gone right or wrong, depending who you talk to. Because pain sucks. But what can you do about it?
You get really ornery, and it's because I can't find my thoughts. And when I can't find my thoughts, I'm just like, leave me alone. And I just go lock myself in a room, until it wears off. If you can't think, if you can't reason through the situation in which you find yourself, I can see someone just and being violent. And you have a very large community, in the black community in the United States, who have been discouraged from thinking. They actively have by their leadership. Just think about what we just heard from Jasmine Crockett.
Yeah.
Oh, no, don't think about your actions. Don't think about your situation. It's poverty. It's not crime. If someone calls you picky, you should be violent. That's the appropriate way to respond. And I will say this is a real problem, too, with the black community.
Whoa.
And I do mean the community, because I have neighbors who are black, and they genuinely are probably some of the friendliest people on the block.
In the South,
But that's when you take them out of the tribal, the group mindset. because people use this term keeping up with the Joneses, right? And that's you have to have the nicest house.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's 5 houses in my cul-de-sac. Got one hermit white lady. You got me. And then the other 3 are blacks. Bro, this cul-de-sac is quiet as fuck. Nothing ever happens. Well, except for when I got the cops called to my house. Or when the guy committed suicide in my neighbor's backyard. Other than that, or when my house got shot up from the other fucking cul-de-sac because, oh my god, I want to be stupid. Other than that, good place. Good place.
Nicest car, and that's all silly, materialistic bullcrap. Don't get me wrong. Keeping up with the Joneses in the black community is presenting as intimidating and as violent as possible. It's why their pants are down. It's why the tattoos that they have are where they are. It's why the colors are what they are. It's why the music communicates the way that it does. It's why the trash talk sounds the way that it does. You have to be just as tough, just as hard as the guy next to you. Keeping up with the Joneses is flash and intimidation. And then they're dumbfounded if a police officer or a white person, my God, finds them intimidating. Maybe not even intimidating, just threatening. They see warning signs, but they spend their entire life trying to portray that because if they don't, they're called an Uncle Tom. If they don't, they're rejected by that community. Leslie Jones acts that way because that is what is incentivized in the community. That's why whatever that reality star, that's the way they interact. That must really suck.
If all my kids could have drove to school, I would have moved a little further out, but I don't like school buses.
Keeping up with the Leslie Joneses.
Yeah. It must really suck, genuinely.
But this is more convenient
you
for
don't have to.
my
You don't
wife's
have to play.
job.
People say, hey, the only way to win the game is not play. You don't have to do that. Because I will tell you this. If you don't violently, intimidatingly keep up with the Joneses, guess what? White people who are not black, are happy to have you as neighbors. It's the community that we have a problem with. Yeah. And if you were an alien who landed on planet Earth, you would too. So I guess my question is, which lady said it best? YouTube's gay is something you're...
YouTube's gay. Sometimes truth hurts. Reality hurts. Fantasy world hurts because it sets up a false reality. I just said that, right? When people say you need to come back to reality, which one? Which one? I don't know why I'm saying that. Now I'm just fucking high as shit. And, yeah. Talked about some good stuff today. Had a little more fun joking around. Because, you know, humor is sometimes the best medicine. So is reminiscing. And memories. Those were good memories. I didn't play any of the one that really had bad, which is good. Sounds like it's like fucking Cat in a Hat. Or Dr. Seuss rhyming in this motherfucker. Yeah. Traffic. Looking for my chapstick. Hey, is that a Ford Maverick? Yeah, that's the #1 hit right there. See? We all do things together. And goddamn it, I look like a fucking cult leader messiah again. Relax. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed, a little change of pace, normal stuff, and then additional stuff. Woo! What was mine? I forgot which one I smoked. Yeah, All legal, guys. All legal. It's all legal. THCA. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and children of all ages, 18 and above. Because, 18 and above, you're still someone's child. I got a 22-year-old child I think she's 22. Maybe she's 23. Hold on. 23. Oh my god, I don't even know how old my fucking kids are. I'm getting old. I mean, I know my middle one's 20 and my son's 17. I want one. That sounds interesting. Anyway. Not yet. And when I bought my stuff in Tennessee, I was like, man, our shit's going away on January 1st. And dude's like, nope. Nope. And if really wasn't going away, because they really just wanted an authorized seller. And that's what I was asking about. And he said, yeah, right now we still have an additional 6 months. And he's going to work on getting his license, what I think he already has it to where he can be one of the authorized sellers. Sometimes Egyptians are good. Sometimes Egyptians are good. Well, see, right now I don't really know. It's a combination. It could be Fuego Motherfucker, Mystery OG, or Mac Daddy. Me being me, I might have a combination of all three. Come to think of it, it might be all three. Wait. I don't remember what this was. Anyway. I'm not a pothead, guys. Therapeutic. Therapeutic. See? My uplifting mood. The Cottonmouth. Holy fuck, this shit is ridiculous. Well, I smoke indicas anytime because I'm one of those ones like, you know what? I'm going to try and make sure it has the opposite effect. Zippity doodah. I got something for you, Zip. Yep. I fucking love this shirt. Anyway, you know, I'm not... Whatever. Forgot where I was going with this. I kind of want to stay on, but I don't have anything to play. Huh. This Oilers... Yeah, dude. You know the story I got how I bought this? So, I went to the Patriots game, and it was... You know, I came in my jersey, short sleeve shirt. I didn't think it was going to be fucking cold and windy. So I was like, fuck, man, I need an undershirt for my jersey. And my wife's like, where are you going to get one? I'm like, fuck it, let's go see what they have. And I saw this out of all the other ones. I was like, holy fuck, I really like that one. And my wife, because the color. And then it turned out to be, I like this shirt. And it's comfortable as fuck. It's like not quite a sweatshirt, but it is a sweatshirt. It's great. Plus, I think the Oilers were a much better, not team, logo, so does mascot, whatever, the team name. I like the Oilers better than the Tennessee Titans. Well, I guess they had to change it because there's no oil here. Anyway, gotta stop where we're going with this. I'm not telling y'all how to think because, well, if you were thinking like me, you'd probably be considered a racist. But remember, guys, you're only racist if you're white. But aside from that, if you hate everybody equally, is that really being racist? Or just you being an asshole? Anyway. Forgot where I was going. I did. And I'm just telling you to think. Right? Whew. Anyway. I think that's it. I really think that's it. Hold on. Oh, what's the White House doing? Oh. Fentanyl is now a weapon of mass destruction. Holy shit. Yo, it's not the Tennessee Oilers, dude. This is from Houston. Remember, they changed their name. Yeah, what was I going to say? Let me see something real quick. Hold on. Never mind. I thought it was something I should play that's interesting, but it's not. Anyway, I hope y'all have a good day. Today is Wednesday. Hump day. Hump day. Or, hear me out, as we called it in my platoon, Wetback Wednesday. Whoa, 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 you racist motherfuckers. Calm